Good morning, world. This is 13 Zulu here, coming with you from the Hummer with Zulu Nation Network, out here in the streets. You know, if the video gets disrupted, it's because I had a phone call come in about some business. I respond to estimates to do junk removal and junk removal cleanups, and you know, anybody who has an issue or a problem that we can solve, we'll go and solve it. This morning, I would like to talk on a couple things. There's a kid from my city, my high school, that said something that everybody considers racist, where he's like, if I was black, I would have to be picking cotton, but since I'm not, I pick you. And the funny thing about that is, what I want to know is, before everyone gets all mad, is his statement false? The statement rings true. You know what I mean? If you're not rich enough, and the majority of, you know what I mean, there's rich basketball players, there's rich this, there's rich that, but, you know, there's a lot of African-American people who are in a bad situation. You know, we all got to be on that grind, we all got to be on that hustle, we always got to be on either somebody's plantation until we create our own plantation, you know, and the thing with that is his statement false? And I would say it's not. It is very true. So instead of getting mad and getting, keep him out of graduation, keep him out of the prom, this and that, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Something on my nose? Anything on my face, let me know in the comments. Anyways, da-da-da-da. You know, why get mad at that? Why waste time? Why waste energy on that? Instead of us pooling our inventory of money and resources and equipment to do jobs and to build for the future and to have a better outcome down the road, so that statement can be false down the road. You're more focused on what this high school kid who's a jit, who doesn't have any fucking common sense, is even saying. Like, it's crazy to me. And the thing with this is, they've opened Pandora's box. And the reason why I say they've opened Pandora's box is, this kid said something stupid that was stupid, but he's a jit. What happens when these black kids call the teacher a cracker, or these Spanish kids call, gringo, and they say that's racist, and they start expelling all these kids left and right and suspending and this and that, and you can't graduate and this and that and da da da. One stupid move and you unleash hell on it, that's Pandora's box. So I hope that people understand. Don't be protesting next month when they start, such and such called Jimmy, told him that he was a cracker and he whipped horses for a living and he was a cowboy, and he gets suspended the same way this kid's getting suspended for saying the cotton. You know what I mean? It's just fucking words, man. At the end of the day, I don't care about your words. Is your dad or mommy gonna cut me a check? That's what I care about. I don't care what little Billy said. Billy can run his mouth off like a day. But when I show up, do this junk removal job, do this cleanup, do the trash out, make whatever happen, and do the job that you called us to come do, and we're done, and the job is satisfactory, and at the end the price that we agreed upon is paid, and you cut me that check, that's all I care about, because I can take my kids to Disney World. You can call me a cotton picker all you want. I'm gonna be picking cotton candy at Disney World. You know what I mean? Like for real. Like, my background is military police, corrections, security. I have been called every name in the book by every shade of person in the book. I've had teeth cracked, punched in face, fight, brawls all out. I've done it. I have done it. So that shit don't even faze me. Your words don't even faze me. All I want to know, if you run that mouth, I'm going to make you run it. And you better fucking run or you a bitch. You know what I mean? So either you going to shut up or run it. That's it. That's your only two options. Shut up or run it. Run the team. That's it. Don't come at me with the foolishness. You know what I mean? But the thing with it is, stop worrying about these small things. The only thing you should be worrying about is getting your investment account up to a point where it can either 50% subsidize your living or 100% take over your living expenses or your bills or whatever. You know what I mean? That's the only, and you know, focusing on drama and bullshit is not going to do it. Focusing on things that aren't supporting your economic future are not going to do it. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna put that one to bed. At the end of the day, I don't care. The kid is a jit. The jit is a jit. All kids are gonna be jits. They're gonna do dumb shit until, you know, life smacks them in the face, and life smacked this dude in the face really hard. And you know, at the end of the day, I don't care. Words are words. I'm gonna get money. That's it. You know, so the next subject I want to really talk about is mostly investing. Like, you know, are we investing enough? You know, we're putting so much attention on everything else, but are we investing in ourselves? Do we take enough courses in, you know what I mean, enough courses in like self-development? Do we take enough courses in compounding interest, understanding compounding? Do we understand, you know, how debt work and how to improve our wealth? Because the only way to get off the plantation is to improve your wealth at least 1% on a daily basis. You have to increase, improve on a daily basis at least 1%. To do better, to turn, to grind, to, you know what I mean, make things happen, and to churn your economic future, because you have to. You have no choice. You know, you need to get into a house and into a fixed rate mortgage to where that price is stable, because, you know, the taxes will go up, but the taxes won't fluctuate as much as the if you were in, like, I was just reading an article just a minute ago where it said HUD housing is going up 5%, and they're probably going to keep increasing that until they push people out. Until they push people out of, push people out of the HUD housing. So, you know, the crazy part with that is it's crazy to me that I don't think they're gonna stop either. I think they're gonna keep increasing. And the best thing for you to do, it's like a flood. The flood will eventually overtake and overtake and overcome the boat and eventually drown everybody. You know what I mean? So if you know that's coming, how are you preparing? How are you getting yourself ready? How are you figuring out what needs to be done to survive, to make it through? Are you preparing? Because the more money that gets sucked up by the system is the less money that people have out here to spend, which means it's going to dry up liquidity. As liquidity dries up, things get harder. Companies, stores start to close. You know, things start to get more difficult cash-wise. And there's a lot of people out here in the system that survive on a certain amount of cash that they got to touch. And it's just going to get more difficult and more difficult and more difficult. Start preparing. Start paying off credit cards. Start paying off debt. Start getting vehicles, at least one or two of your vehicles, or even one vehicle paid off within the next 1 to 3 years. You know, and then use that payment and start building up a stock portfolio that can pay you. You want to start having your money pay you as much as possible, as much as humanly possible. Because at the end of the day, every dollar you have in your hand came from the Federal Reserve and the federal government. I don't care what job you're in, what position you're doing. Every single dollar you touch came from the Federal Reserve, which means that that money must go back to pay interest and debt, which eventually, you know, when the tide goes out, we'll see who's naked in the water, and eventually liquidity. If you understand monetary policy and how the term of how money exactly works, liquidity is the money that's in the M1, M2, M3 system. If you go to the U.S. debt clock and you look at the debt clock, it will say M1, M2, M3. M2 is the physical money that you can touch that's floating around in the system. There can be enough debt and enough interest to do where the M2 supply can get sucked up into just paying debt. Then what does anyone have money to buy a drink, buy a soda, pay rent, pay this, pay that? You know, just it gets fucking insanely insane, and a lot of people just aren't, I think, even ready for it. So, hey guys, it's 13 Zulu here, Zulu Nation Network, speaking my mind, telling you the truth. I don't hold nothing back. I wouldn't want you to hold nothing back from me. Let me know in the comments what you think. Also, I'll be posting some items down in the bottom in the drop down link, probably either today or, you know, I'll probably just do it in the next 10 minutes, to where you can buy, sell crypto, self-lender accounts where you can bank money, get paid, and then build your credit score. Land Monster Apparel, where you can put in, you buy a t-shirt, you have the possibility to win 20% of global sales. Hey, if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do. So, hey, God bless. Have a blessed day. Do your thing. Peace.